Okay, so that brings us to two things. One, like I said, I have a cold, so I don't know if my voice and my throat is going to hold out for all of this. And the second thing that is very important to mention to you is working with the mica. I'm pretty sure my throat isn't going to hold out for me, because I can feel it going already, but that mica is very, very fine. I don't know if you can see it that well, and I'm not going to shake it, but if you're using this stuff and you look and there's any light, you'll see a gold shimmer in the air. It's very, very, very fine particles, and you don't want it in your lungs at the best of times. It'll give you a sore lungs. I have done that as well. That's something else actually that I think I'll add on here. I'm very safety conscious. My little crosses always seem too small. I keep thinking up things that we should do a little safety information on, and I think that that would be a good one. Working with mica, because I'm sure there is some, and I know really the common sense thing is that you should have a dust mask on when you're working with it, because it is just one of those things that you shouldn't have in your lungs. And also keep your kids and your pets away. Like I say, this soap making thing is a lot of fun, but you need to respect it, because it's not the same as knitting or sewing, which I love. My grandmother taught me how to knit when me and my sister were very young, when she taught us how to do the corking knitting. You guys know, with that round thing. And when I got older, she taught me how to do more knitting. Anyway, so here we go. I don't know, and just watch. The light might catch some of the glimmer. And the way I do it is I put the thing in there, and then I go like this inside. Now it's going to depend on what kind of a container. If you just have a bag, that's I have to look at packaging. I haven't sold the mica yet. I'm going to be packaging it and selling it. And if it comes in a hard container, then you can gently tap too. But when you're doing it, make a conscious effort to keep the dust down and not to breathe it. Either hold your breath while you're tapping until it settles a little bit, or do it in a very well aerated place. That's the right word I'm looking for. And you know, don't have your face right in it, breathing while you're doing it. And again, don't have your kids around. And, practice a little bit of caution. When you're doing the mica, load it up a little bit more on the writing, or on the cross. It looks nice. And I find that they actually look pretty good if you load up the mica quite a bit, but then again, they look nice if you don't, so it's really your preference. They even look nice without them. I actually think they're awesome without them. I'm almost tempted to make some without, just because they look so goth. That is the word I was looking for. They just look spooky, like anybody could come crawling out of them at any time. And if I sound like I'm on cough medicine, I'm actually not. This is just me. I'm just not sure whether I should do them all or not, because I think in the packages and stuff that the mica brings them up nicely. Maybe I'll just leave that one, because maybe I'll leave the little ones. I just think some of the kids might like them this way too. Like, they look like something that a boy would like without some of them do more than others. This one looks like it needs a little bit of a shot. And that's what you do. You just go along, and whenever you're doing a bunch of soaps, don't get all caught up in just getting them done as fast as you can and kind of making them cookie cutter and production line and all that kind of thing, because soaps each have their own little personality when you're doing them up. And you can always make a nicer looking soap if you kind of have an eye out for just doing little things a little bit differently for each one. Sometimes you'll need a little bit more here, a little bit more there. You might need a little bit of a cut here, or like I said, use a certain side. So I think that's it. Our little graveyard is becoming quite packed, and so I'm going to leave you to start thinking about how I'm going to wrap all these babies, and you'll find out pretty soon. And if you have any ideas, let me know. I would love to hear it, and I'd really like to see your finished soaps.